that all right?
Well, you 1-0 as a starting quarterback, isn't it?
It feels good to win, you know. Outside that perspective, it was just great to go get a team W, you know.
What did it mean to get Player of the Week in the SEC?
It meant a lot. First and foremost, it's a blessing, you know, and then just secondly, it's just an honor, you know. I'm grateful I could receive that honor.
What drives you as far as after a catch, you do not want to be tackled? What drives you there?
I just take pride, you know, in not letting the first person tackle me. It was just a great game. Go out there. It was just a lot of energy and a lot of emotion flowing out there, and you know, I just had fun. You know, everything that I was able to accomplish out there is just all because of God. So, you know, I'm just grateful.
Coach Pruitt talked a lot yesterday about, you know, when you first got here, you weren't on the team, and he went and talked to a lot of the players like Daniel, Trey Smith about you. And, you know, what do you remember about that process, about, you know, your first meetings with him and rejoining the team?
Well, yeah, you know, we talked about it, and he told me he was going to let me rejoin the team, and I told him thank you, and I was just happy to be able to be back on the team. And he believed in me as a coach, and to where we at right now, you know, I wouldn't be where I am right now if I didn't have the opportunity Coach, you know, former and Pruitt gave to me, and so I'm just happy to be in this position I am today, and that's why I just continue to give my all to the state program.
What about that relationship? I mean, could you tell back then when you first met him that you guys were going to grow? I mean, did you feel like there was a chance?
Yeah, definitely. That's why I stayed. You know, he's just a sincere guy. You know, generous, and you can tell he cares about his players, and that's one of the main factors in me staying here. And that's why I am here today.
How worried were you about the possibility you might not get invited back on the team when that whole thing was going on?
You know, I was just continually just talking, you know, day in and day out, and I was just gonna let that, you know, situation unfold on itself, by itself, and so I'm just grateful I am where I am right now.
Jauan, you talk about the state. You know, you were Offensive Player of the Week. Jacoby's a guy from Murfreesboro too, Middle Tennessee. He was Defensive Player of the Week. What's it say about the state as a whole, and how much better the football's gotten in recent years?
Well, you know, it's a competitive state. You know, Danny Batuli, you know, he's from the same area too. You know, defensive player right here at the University of Tennessee. So it tells you a lot what kind of players we have coming out of the state. You know, we can play football no matter where you're from. You know, it just matters what you do on Saturdays.
The competitiveness you play with, where does that come from? Is that something that's just always been a part of you, or how did you kind of become such a competitive guy?
Definitely, just always been a part of me. You know. Like I said, you know, it just instilled in me. It came from my family members growing up. You know, just always, anything we did, we always competed, and it just made me better, made me the person I am today.
As you've grown up, how have you learned to kind of channel that sometimes? Because, you know, you're always a competitive guy, but sometimes it maybe used to get the most of you. It doesn't seem to happen anymore. How did you learn how to manage that?
Really, I just, you know, I just play the game of football, you know, so that helps, just being out there and be able to play a game that I love so dearly, and like I said, just being able to have that second chance, you know, kind of realize, you know, that this game can be taken away from you, you know, in a blink of an eye. So I kind of just, you know, keep my head down and just keep focused on getting better every day.
Well, this city is, and the whole state and Tennessee fans have kind of fallen in love with you over the last 3 to 4 years. From your standpoint, though, what have you fallen in love with about Tennessee, not just on the football field and maybe in Neyland?
From my standpoint, you know, I always, you know, love Tennessee. Like I said, I'm from Tennessee. You know what I'm saying? My family Tennessee fans, you know, growing up. Tennessee always been instilled in the person I am today, and you know, I kind of take that with me when I go out and play football on the field. So, you know, it just means everything to me, and you know, hopefully one day we'll see Tennessee on top.
How much do your demands change when you're out going to class, and I mean, do people want to stop and take pictures with you and that kind of thing? I mean, is it hard to get to and from in a timely manner?
Not so much, you know. We have practice every day too, so a lot of our classes we kind of get over with before then. So it's not really too hard. We kind of, you know, just be able to focus on football. But you know, after the games are really, you know, the more challenging parts to trying to get out the stadium. It's a lot of people there, but it's fun. You know, I just love interacting with the fans after the game. You know, it just means the most.
Your teammates have talked about how much of a leader you are in terms of encouraging guys, kind of inspiring them to play harder, practice harder. Was that something you had to develop over the course of your career here? And were there any older players at Tennessee you kind of learned that from?
Yeah, definitely. We had some players that I kind of just, watched as I was here. You had Dobbs, you had Kamara, you had Kurt Majid, you had Jalen Reese-Maben, you had Derek Barnett. You had a bunch of guys that you could definitely take some learning tools and learn from, and that's definitely helped me and shaped me into the player I am.
You came here as a quarterback. You enjoyed getting a chance to get back there and play a little quarterback this season?
Oh, it was fun, but like I said, just the most enjoyable part about Saturday was just winning with my teammates.
Are you disappointed that pass you completed early in the game got called back?
It's unfortunate, but I mean, it is what it is.
That was a good throw.
I appreciate it. It was cool.
Jauan, everybody talks about the yards after catch for you, but do you feel like you're doing a better job at the other parts of the wide receiver game, getting open, running routes, things like that?
I'm always feeling good about what I do, what I bring to the football field. But besides that, we had some quarterbacks out there and just deliver the ball, while I was in stride, so that helps me a lot. With making game, with making plays, it just helped me a lot.
It's easy to say, you guys got a lot of talent in that quarterback room, but to see the progression of the two young guys and then Jarrett kind of find his footing again the last few weeks, what's that been like for all you wide receivers?
We always knew Jarrett had the talent and the ability to be able to play the way he played on Saturday, and so for him to come out there and do that, it meant run to us, and it was just happy to see for him to finally, get back on track, and we can't wait to see what he's going to accomplish in the next few years.
A lot of people feed off your emotion. How do you feed off Coach Jeremy Pruitt's emotion, especially on the sidelines and the way we've kind of seen him the last couple of weeks too?
Well, just knowing what kind of coach Pruitt is, he just loves to win, so it's just feeding off that. But during the game, the offense kind of like with the offense and defense with the defense, so we don't get to just move around like that, but we stay in tune with each other and we just focus on the game and focus on that play at that time.
He's had a little spark to him the last couple of weeks.
Oh,
too,
yeah,
the
definitely.
vision, right?
Yeah. Every game, though, Coach Pruitt always bringing. That's what I'm saying. The energy's been there, just last Saturday, we executed a whole lot better, and it felt good to go out there and get a dub as a whole team.
Physically, do you think the guys out there on the team, I know you probably know this, but do you think the young guys on the team know how much better y'all can play and should play?
Oh yeah, they definitely know that, and they definitely saw that. So that's what we're just focusing on. This week we're gonna try to carry on with that same passion and energy and execution, bring it on to this weekend.
Why do you feel like the results have been different for this team the last month and the first month of the season?
Just time. New team, new playbook, just new players. So. And they're young, and we're finally getting a hold to the playbooks and things like that. And we just, we go to work every week, day in and day out. That's what we do, and we're seeing the benefits, come out.
Physically, how much of a difference is there in the way you're feeling now versus maybe this time last season when you were coming back from that injury?
You say physically how I'm feeling right now?
Yeah, compared to last year, I know you've had those issues.
Oh, I'm feeling good right now. Football, you're going to have some bumps and bruises, but, we got a great training staff, and we just go in there and we get treatment, and feeling good right now.
Jauan, are you soaking it up right now, knowing you don't have too many games to play, especially home games at Neyland?
Oh man, it's coming to realization, this last year, but like I said, we have a great fan base, and so I just can't wait, to go out this Saturday and just to see all the fans. It's gonna be a happy moment,
Jauan, how did Coach Pruitt react to your impression of him last night on SEC Network?
He hasn't got to me about that, He hasn't got to me yet about that.
Have you gotten that down? The eye? Is that how you do it?
It was pretty good. I don't know. You had to let me know, really.
Who's just the best on the team?
Who
on the team can do it the best?
The impersonation. We got a few that's really good at impersonation, but I don't know. You just had to ask them and find out. You have to see.